It's another grim day for Rachel Reeves. The economy has contracted again, and the timing could hardly be worse. Just weeks before her crucial November budget, the Office for National Statistics has confirmed that GDP fell by 0.1% in September and limped to a mere 0.1% for the entire third quarter. It's not a technical recession, but it feels perilously close, a sign that Britain's fragile recovery is stalling under the weight of higher taxes, weaker investment and faltering confidence. The expectations may be varied. The explanations may be proffered. A cyber attack at Jaguar Land Rover, a sluggish export to the US, a slowdown in production, but the political consequences fall heavily and squarely on Reeves's shoulders. The Labour government came to power promising a decade of national renewal and the most pro-growth administration in a generation, yet the data tell a different story. Output is flat, unemployment has ticked up to 5%, and both business and consumer confidence are waning. The markets have reacted immediately. Traders are now betting heavily on a Bank of England rate cut in December, with an 83% probability priced in. The logic is simple. When growth collapses, monetary policy must do the heavy lifting. But that also underlines the weakness of Reeves's fiscal stance. Her £25 billion payroll tax rise earlier in the year hit employers at precisely the wrong time, and businesses are now bracing for another round of tax increases in the upcoming budget designed to plug a £30 billion fiscal gap, a black hole of her own making. The irony is that Reeves's insistence on fiscal responsibility may be producing the opposite effect. High taxes on work, business and investment are strangling the very growth she claims to champion. The Resolution Foundation's James Smith put it delicately when he said that Reeves faces the no mean feat of ensuring the budget supports growth rather than hinders it. In truth, that may be impossible under the present strategy. Manufacturing, already reeling from global supply chain tensions, fell by 0.5% in the quarter. The automotive sector, the car sector alone, collapsed by nearly 29%, driven by the JLR shutdown. Services, the backbone of the British economy, barely grew at 0.2%, while construction stagnated. Even the modest expansion in earlier months was revised down. The story is not one of resilience, but of exhaustion, a system running on fumes. For Rachel Reeves, the political optics are disastrous. She has lost control of the economic narrative. The Conservatives, Reform UK and even some Labour benchers are quietly accusing her of pursuing austerity by stealth. Every new tax rise risks further dampening output and employment, while her rhetoric about fair decisions rings increasingly hollow. This is a Chancellor who has managed in barely half a year to alienate businesses, to worry households, and still fail to inspire the financial markets. Broadly speaking, there is only one word to describe her, and that is incompetent. Whether through bad luck or bad judgment, she seems cursed by circumstance. Inflation easing too slowly, growth evaporating too quickly, and international investors increasingly sceptical of the UK's prospects. Her opponents will argue that the stars are against her. But as Harold Macmillan once quipped, events, dear boy, events are the true test of political mettle, and she doesn't have it. Reeves is facing those events head on now, and each one seems to break against her and break her. There will be tears before bedtime. If November's budget offers nothing to lift growth or morale, she risks becoming the first Chancellor in years to preside over stagnation, with no convincing plan to escape it. She will preside over chaos of her own making. For a government elected on a promise to rebuild Britain, this is a bruising moment, and for Rachel Reeves, a reminder that competence is measured not by slogans, but by growth, by actually doing something. She has actually done nothing of substance that has achieved anything. She has done things to create chaos, to further chaos, rather than to create some sort of structure and some sort of movement, some sort of way out of the mess. She has made the mess worse. She is one of those people. One of those.